downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Book. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Book now. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake. Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A huge play there for Arizona.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This is caught, and he's brought down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me add, in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Book's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Book. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Book. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11 now. And they go play action with Book. He's got his target. It's Humphreys. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Swift. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw his Book. Flush to his right. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cardinals 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a bit.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Book. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. A first down throw for Book. And his throw is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works free.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now Book on the bootleg. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal. Seibert's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
27-yard line.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
J.J. Watt on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Book. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cards on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Lions 17. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire deep for Radley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
The offense retains possession.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Look. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here's Moore on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A gutsy call there. Yea's at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Play action now, Book. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Let's get it. 34's the mark. 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Detroit.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. This will be caught. Judy. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kene Nwangu. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Working out of the gun. Here's Book.
Flushed out right.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Book. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returning it is Moore. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play fake. Murray steps away. He's going to look deep for Moore. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jerry Jeudy, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14.
Cardinals 38, Lions 24. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy.
And got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And they'll try again here. 1st and goal after the false start. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
45, Lions 24. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3 yards remain for second down. Once again, it's Swift.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard pickup.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Book now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Book. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Rondale Moore.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Book.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Book.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield to the 40.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Back to throw it, Murray. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On second and 10, Book. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Book. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Book throwing on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down throw for Book. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on second and 10. Book. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. After the sack on first down, Cook. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Lions,